everybody, it's Tanya. Coming on for my 36-week, 5-day pregnancy vlog. And my gosh, it's been way too long. I'm so sorry that it's taken me so long to update. My camera was really weird, and then we got a new camera, and then we were waiting for the SD card to record on it. And so that showed up today, so I am here recording a video. So yes, I hope everybody's doing really, really well. I am in the nursery right now. I'm in my rocking glider chair thing. And after this I'm going to do a nursery tour so you guys can see how far along we've come with the nursery. It's been great, and I'll show you some of the goodies that we got at our baby shower and stuff like that. I didn't really get good pictures from our baby shower, so I'm going to have to explain some stuff and maybe include a few, but a lot of them came out really blurry, so I don't know what happened there. So 36 weeks, 5 days, and so that means on Tuesday I'll be technically full term according to a lot of the doctors and stuff, so that's really exciting. I just can't believe it's all happened so fast. It's amazing. I'm feeling a little bit more ready to have him, but not at all. Like, I'm ready to not be pregnant anymore, but at the same time I realize that it's going to be a total life-changing experience. So we're preparing though. It's coming along fine. I'm not complaining. So yes, I will go ahead and start off with my belly shot and then go over all the other stuff. So this is, hopefully you guys can see this, 36 weeks and 5 days, 43.5 inches around. Whew. And I don't think I have any like really dark stretch marks if I do have them, but again, I'm not really looking because I don't care. I know that it's totally normal to get them, and a lot of it's genetics. You can't really prevent them. So I have a cat scratch right here. That was fun. And no belly button. So yeah, 36 weeks and 5 days. Oh, the other thing that I was going to mention is that he is what they call sunny side up, which means that he is facing like forward. And they want the baby to be facing your spine when they start out for delivery. So we're going to try some tricks to try to get him to turn around. Basically, like, you get on all fours and you have a partner or someone like lift your stomach up toward the back, toward your back, and I guess that gives them room to like flip around. So I hope that that works, because if not, then the way that he's facing will give me really bad back labor, and definitely I'll need an epidural with that. So it'll just be way more complicated, and it increases the C-section risk. So I'll let you guys know how that goes. So I made a list today. Very proud of myself. Let's see. So as far as pregnancy symptoms, the worst thing that's been going on for me lately is swelling. My feet are so swollen. I have what's called pit edema, and it's basically like my feet are so swollen and puffy that when I press in, it's like memory foam. Like, it stays indented in my skin. Everybody who I show my feet to is just like, oh my god, that's awful, awful, awful. It's worse than just being swollen. It's really weird. And I don't know why I have it. Some people say that it's just the pressure from the baby, because I haven't been eating tons of salt necessarily, and I do elevate my legs, but it just, for the last like 2 weeks or so, it's been really severe. It's really odd, so I don't know what's up with that. If you guys know or have had that before, let me know. I think it's just one of those things that'll go away later, and I have to suck it up and deal with it. So that's been the worst thing. My boobs have been hurting again, and I think that that's probably just natural and normal. My hips are still hurting. I've been getting more low back pain, but I think that that probably has something to do with the way that he is positioned in there. Some headaches, and definitely still heartburn when I forget to take my Prilosec. And he's still moving like crazy, so his movement has not really slowed down at all. They say that it slows down after a certain amount of time because they run out of room. But for him, he's just going. He's just constantly on the move. I can poke his knee on one side and his foot will pop out on the other. At least I think that's what they are. I don't really know. My little brother swears that he feels toes and things, and it's a pretty strange like configuration he's got in there. I think he's just like all wrapped up and twisted and stuff, but he's still moving, so it's a good thing. It's very comforting just to know that he's okay. And so I really have not done kick counts this whole pregnancy. I think I've done it like 2 or 3 times since 28 weeks. Have I sat down and like actually counted them out with my iPhone application or whatever? Because he's moving so often and so much that I don't really need to worry about him, I don't think. So, so yeah, hopefully that's a good sign. I told my doctor about it and he wasn't worried, so that's a good thing. So I think that I might be having some contractions, which is kind of crazy, but they're not, so they're not Braxton Hicks, they're not just the tightening, and they're not like full-on contractions, obviously, to where I'm in labor. From what my doctor has told me, they're just like mild contractions. They basically feel like really severe period cramps, to where I have to like bend over and stop, but I can talk through them. And I only get them like a couple of times a day, so it's really infrequent. I don't think that they're like doing anything necessarily, but I'm definitely getting some kind of contraction going on in the uterus. So that's some kind of progress. I don't know. It's kind of exciting just because it means that like my body is kind of thinking about going into labor sometime. So that's good. And then let's see what else. So I had my 36-week doctor's appointment on Friday, and that was like my hour-long appointment where we went over my birth plan, like pain options and stuff like that, and he checked me for progress. So I'm not dilated at all, and that was to be expected, but he could feel the baby's head is definitely down, and he said I'm about probably 20 or 30% effaced, which doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't indicate that labor is coming or anything. It just means that the baby is, or that my cervix, like the neck of my cervix, is shorter than it was before. So it's not really necessarily a huge deal, I don't think. So nothing happening soon, probably. I got my Group B strep test, so I'll find out about that next week and let you guys know. That was like super fast and not painful or anything. And then I got my flu shot earlier last week. I got that on Monday, and I suggest that you guys get that if you're pregnant. Pregnant women made up like 6% of the fatalities, like the deaths last year, even though like 1% of people actually got the flu. So apparently if you're pregnant and you get swine flu or just the flu in general, you have a way greater chance of being like really, really sick from it. So yeah, we totally have to get one, you guys. I haven't gotten a flu shot in like 10 years. I didn't get one last year. I'm just not a vaccination kind of person. I usually just forget about it, and I haven't had the flu. I don't know if I've ever had the flu. So if I have, it's been really mild. I don't think I've had a fever above like 101 or 102 in my adult life, and so I've been really lucky, and I just haven't vaccinated against it. But now, of course, it's not just me, so it's safer to do it. And you pass on the immunity to the flu to the baby, and it takes 2 weeks. So they said not to put it off, because if I were to get sick at the end of the pregnancy and then try to get it, you have to be healthy, pretty healthy, to be able to get it. So yeah, that was just like a little note, and it was